Hi everyone, once again a very warm welcome to all of you in today's video. And today's video will surely definitely hit your mind deeply because we are going to understand or explore a new term which many of us don't know about that, but most of us commonly use that term to performing their daily requirement. So basically the title for today's topic is gig economy. Gig economy is a temporary, flexible, or freelance market system where the customers or clients are directly connected to the sellers through various online portals such as for transportation, Uber and Ola are there, for shopping, Meesho, Myntra are there, for food delivery, for food ordering, the Zomato and Swiggy are there, and many more like this. All these are come under gig economy. Gig economy is also referred as the freelancers economy. While gig economy provides convenience hours and flexible hours to its gig workers, at the same time it also raises certain concerns about its gig workers such as the job insecurity, exploitation by multinationals, and enjoyment of fewer benefits as compared to traditional workers. So all these information related to this gig economy, we are going to understand all this in this today's video only. So before moving forward, you need to understand one term, that is gig worker, because I'm going to use that term in today's video very often. So basically a gig worker is a person who performs a work or who participate in a work in a gig work arrangement which is of short term basis and earn his own livelihood by performing such activities. And we can classify those workers into two types, that is platform workers and other are non-platform workers. As the name suggests, platform workers are those workers who are directly connected to digital or online portals, and the rest of wage workers are known as non-platform workers. Non-platform workers may be part-time or full-time employment employees, or also known as own account workers. We can also classify these gig workers on the basis of their skill, as there are medium skill workers, low skill workers, and high skill workers. Previous year in this month June, a report released by Niti Aayog on this gig economy that according to that report, about 47% of gig work is of a middle is of a middle skill worker, and 22% of work is come under high skill jobs, and the rest of the 31% job come under the low skill job. So uh, you may tend to think after listening all this that why there is so much rapidly growth of gig economy, particularly in India. One and only reason for this is that the widespread of technology and advancement and everywhere the smartphone are there. So the widespread of technology and smartphone everywhere make it very much accessible to connect businessmen or contractors directly to more and more people, so that they could able to sell their products easily, and which ultimately led to the growth of this gig economy. So now let's understand what are the benefits of economy and why people are so much interested in gig economy. The first gig workers that enjoy benefit is that that is flexibility of hours, as uh, the people are opting gig economy due to this option only, that is flexibility hour, as when according to the convenience of the gig worker, they can access this job and do part-time job at whenever they gain their time. And this is very much important, very much good opportunity for those who are freshers, who are beginners, and also for those who do not able to who do not able to earn sufficient livelihood from performing their full-time job. So they can perform part-time job in order to earn their side income. The other advantage of this gig economy is that job opportunity for low skill worker, as gig economy provides a short-term basis I can short-term basis contract or less time consuming contract. So mainly the contractors used to much chances of hiring low skill workers, which ultimately led to the decreasement in unemployment rate. The third advantage of this gig economy is that a chance to gain much experience. As you can understand this example by taking an example that the first let's understand that a college going student is there who is going to complete this his education by on end of this year and want to start a startup. So before doing startup, he need to gain experience in that particular field. So gig economy provide an opportunity for that particular person, so that he will able to gain that much of experience in that particular job, so that by performing a full-time job he will be succeed in future. So this is very good opportunity which is gig economy is providing for the freshers. The next advantage is that no age barriers, as many of the companies hire people who are below age of 40 and mainly a youth individual, so that the growth of company will be faster. But gig economy provide an option for those who are uneducated, for those who are aged or retired. So that those people who are uneducated, aged, retired could able to keep busy in their work and could earn independently without depending on others. And at last but not the least, the main advantage of the gig economy is highly beneficial for women, as women have to perform several traditional work such as homemakers, child care, and many more. So after performing those work, whenever they gain time, whenever they are available free, they can perform part-time jobs which are under gig economy. And the other advantage that women are enjoying, that whenever women wanted to quit their job or whenever wanted to apply for their job, she can do, or uh, according to his will, her will, she can do, or she can quit that particular job. So this ultimately give rise to women empowerment. So we have seen the brighter side of gig economy, that how it influences the workers, how it influences the users, employees, the firms. At the same time, it also has a darker side. I mean that there are several disadvantages of the gig economy which gig workers are have to face. The first and the most common disadvantage of gig economy is that less, that is favor advantages, favor benefits that they are enjoying, and social safety, as a employee who is having full-time job may enjoy endless opportunities and benefit as compared to the a part-time employee, because this is a very much great hustle in this gig sector, as people are hired for short-term job, short-term contract, so they will not able to enjoy many benefits such as housing and travel expenses, many provident funds, and many a lot more schemes that were launched by our government of India for the workers who are full-time employed. So this is a great hustle. This is a great disadvantage which is faced by gig workers. Other disadvantage is that digital divide. As gig economy mainly rely on this networking, that is mobile network and advancement in technology. So those people who lack of these resources may not able to enjoy that much of benefit that others are enjoying, and further they have to exacerbate in income inequality. The next disadvantage of the gig worker is that social isolation, as the traditional worker has more social network and social support as compared to the gig worker, because gig worker have to perform work independently and may not have a physical workplace. So they might disadvantage with this disadvantage, the social isolation. They may face this disadvantage. The at last but not the least disadvantage faced by gig worker is that multinational exploitation by multinationals, as many as in India, gig workers are paid less than as compared to the traditional worker and may not have right for their legal protection. And many of the multinational exploit gig workers by misclassifying them as independent contractors so that they can avoid by paying taxes. So we have just seen what are the favored disadvantages which were faced by several gig workers, and now let us see what are the some policies or regulations that government should government should increase, so that these disadvantages should be reduced in coming time, and gig sector would be the future of is of gig sector only. So government should make clear regulation and policies so that multinationals could not able to exploit their gig workers. And the other thing is that government should heavily invest in the education and training sector so that they can able to uh, make low skill people to be high skill workers, so that there are the chances of gaining much opportunity of employment. So these are the few I can say few suggestion that government should act on that, so that the future is of gig economy. At last we can conclude by saying that the future is surely of definitely is of gig economy if there are advancement in the gig sector. There are, if government should sternly take measure on the disadvantage which were mainly faced by gig workers. So if the government should take a stern measure on these disadvantages, I can definitely sure that the future is of gig economy none other than. Thank you.